Here in London, tens of thousands of people have lined the banks of the River Thames to witness the Diamond Jubilee celebrations for Queen Elizabeth. A huge pageant of over 1,000 vessels took to the water to commemorate the Queen's 60 years on the throne. It's the biggest spectacle of its kind to be staged on the Thames for over 350 years. Our royal correspondent Nicholas Witchell watched the celebrations unfold.
It is the river which has been at the heart of the nation's life since London was created. And today the Thames provided the setting for this tribute to the nation's monarch. The Queen has seen many spectacular sights in the 60 years of her reign, but never anything quite such as this on the Thames. A flotilla of 1,000 vessels, led on their 7-mile passage downriver by man-powered boats. The flagship, Gloriana, being helped on its way by the Olympic multi-gold medalist Sir Steve Redgrave, and following along behind, gondoliers from Venice and Maori canoeists from New Zealand. The Queen was aboard a river cruiser transformed for the occasion into a royal barge. Watching the pageant with her, Prince William and the Duchess of Cambridge and Prince Harry. Other members of the royal family were on other vessels, Princess Beatrice and Eugenie with their father, the Duke of York. Also afloat on the river, the Middleton family, mother and father, and Kate's sister Pippa. Slowly the flotilla swept downriver, navigating river currents which can often be difficult and dangerous, past the Houses of Parliament and the London Eye. Behind the man-powered vessels came boats of all shapes and sizes with all sorts of cargoes. Among them some of the Dunkirk little ships with their echoes of service and self-sacrifice from the Second World War. And then something you wouldn't really expect to see on the Thames, a horse. A wooden puppet horse, to be precise, from the award-winning play War Horse on the roof of the National Theatre. Not surprisingly, this was something that caught the Queen's eye. By now, the man-powered vessels were approaching Tower Bridge. The royal barge was making its way rather carefully under the Millennium Footbridge. It seemed rather a tight squeeze as the vessel headed on downriver.
It's taken nearly 3 years to plan all of this. The weather hasn't really cooperated. The rain is coming down fairly steadily now. But in a funny kind of a way, it's made the whole event even more British.
People, quite simply, carried on regardless.
You know, we're British, we queue in the rain from 6 o'clock in the morning and we stand here watching thousands of ships go by and just to support our Queen and say thank you for being an amazing, amazing monarch. Yeah.
Votes, not votes! Votes, not votes!
Offering a contrary view, a group of anti-monarchists, about 100 of them gathered by City Hall to express their opposition to the monarchy. By now the weather had really closed in. The hundreds of thousands who'd lined the Thames to show their support and express their gratitude were getting drenched. But there was a pageant to conclude, and it was finale time. It hadn't quite been the show that it might have been. The weather had put paid to that. But the warmth and sentiment that was evident along the River Thames had been very real. The pageant kept calm and carried on. And for once, it wasn't just Elizabeth II who reigned over us. Nicholas Witchell, BBC News at Tower Bridge.